Okay, so this is the recent re-release of one of my favorite PlayStation games, which was Tactics Ogre. Along with Final Fantasy Tactics, this was one of the titles that really got me into tactical RPGs and really kind of defined that genre for me. Let me make sure that I update what game I'm playing.
The Valerian Islands, jewels of the Ibero Sea. Long a center of naval commerce, the people here have struggled throughout history for dominion over these shores. Finally, there rose a man to put an end to this conflict, Ogre. History would know him as the Dynast King. Ogre took the disparate races of men calling the islands home and united them as one. He encouraged marriage between clans, forging bonds to strengthen his newborn kingdom. For fully half a century, the Dynast King reigned.
I think this is some history from the previous Tactics Ogre games, or Ogre Battle games, I should say. I think Tactics Ogre is the only one that actually had the Tactics Ogre title.
Morn incited the ruling Buckram to declare the independence of their royal city of Hyde. Yet the schemings of the Abuna had only just begun. Backed by the Holy Lodician Empire to the north, Branton created the Buckram Valerian Kingdom, naming himself as regent. He would have seen his rule span the Isles were it not for Lancelot Tartaros, High Champion of the Dark Knights of Lodis. Lancelot warned against such reckless expansion, and reluctantly, Branton reined in his troops. This left two clans to vie for supremacy in the south, the Galgastani and the Wallister. 7 men in 10 were Galgastani, and on order of Hierophant Leandor Balbatos, the Galgastani declared blood war against the weaker Wallister in a move to claim the south as their own. Valeria watched as the wholesale slaughter of the Wallister race began. Duke Judah Ronway led the Wallister in resistance. They were far outmatched. In the span of half a year, they had been brought to their knees. Balbatos proclaimed the kingdom of Galgastan, and with it an official end to the blood war. But these things would bring no end to Wallister's suffering.
Interesting thing is this is now released as a Square Enix title, but back in the day, it, as I recall, was not.
There, the survivors resigned themselves to eke out such life as they could. Victory begets peace, and for once, the battlefields of Valeria stood silent.
Or maybe it was an Enix title before they merged? I don't think so, though. These cutscenes and stuff are pretty much all new, by the way. At the very least, this one's completely redone. I think it was different in the original, though. Wow, I actually have to use the D-pad? Oh, right. There's the weird angling.
Tactics Ogre.
Oops, I think I've been muting the capture audio instead of my mic. I don't remember exactly what this does. I know it has an impact. But I don't remember exactly what the impact is. Something to do with, like, the gods and your elements? Let's call it Halloween. My card is Temperance, the price of betrayal. Reckless plan has ended in disaster. What has it cost you? My friends and beloved, my position and honor, or my family and fortune? How do you define victory? Vanquishing my foes, ending the conflict, or preserving my allies? I think this one's probably actually the most in line with how I play these type of games. You stand at the end of a hard-fought battle. Why have your forces lost? God is cruel to principal and pauper alike. These graphics are definitely completely redone at the very least. Fire engulfs your home. Whom do you save from the flames? My beloved, my child, or my parents? Well, I wonder if my decisions are affecting the next card that I get. Look to the man in the mirror. What do you seek in a lover? Wisdom and ability, wealth and power, or youth and beauty? Whose blessing do you seek? Oh, well, there is a awesome cat chick over there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to seek hers. Goddess of air. Ice, fire, earth, lightning, or water. Gotta go with the awesome cat chick in the loincloth. Hello, welcome to my new viewer. Thank you for joining. Oof! Hi, Mikey! Good to see you. Oof! Cat girls in loincloths are hard to refuse. I'm recovering. I'm still not 100%, but I'm getting better. One piece of me at a time. I hope you are well too. Now this part is pretty much exactly how I remember it. I think they redid the sprites and stuff a little bit, but it's pretty close to the original. It certainly wasn't originally in widescreen format. That was something that they added for the re-release. For some reason my lights went out and I have power in 2 rooms? That sounds like you tripped a breaker or two.
Then it's time. Right, sister?
Okay, so this part was not originally voiced. That was definitely added in the re-release.
Time to end this madness. We can't beat him. You
And I
know
think
that.
some of these portraits are new too.
What are you saying, Kashua? You'd have us pass up a chance like this?
It's foolishness to think the 3 of us might defeat the Dark Knights.
The text font and everything is also completely different.
They're the ones who have been foolish, and we stand to gain.
Don't tell me you're scared. If you've lost your taste for blood, I'll do this myself.
That's enough, Vice. Let's go.
No, this won't end well. And what do we gain by taking their lives anyway?
Here you turn the power off and back on again?
Lancelot is captain of the Dark Knights, and they are the source of Barkram power. Kill Lancelot, and you remove one of the pillars supporting them. The Barkram will falter, if only for a moment. Yet that moment will be all the encouragement the Galgastani require. They want Valeria for their own.
The turmoil of the last war has only just settled, and you'd start another.
Are we Wallister so free of turmoil now, Kashua? We are less than vermin in their eyes. Insects to be crushed underfoot.
If war begins anew, we'll die just the same.
Shh, they're here. We'll flank them. Denim, go round behind.
I think in the original you were able to name the character that they're calling Denim, but I think they changed that in the re-release because of the voiceovers.
Right.
The turn order in the bottom is new. They are wearing shoes, they're just like leather boots. And hi Luis, welcome! Thanks for joining! Once battle begins, units with the lowest recovery time move first. The order in which units move is called the attack turn. You can issue commands such as move and act on a unit's attack turn. Okay. That's fair, Mikey. I appreciate you stopping in. It's good to see you. You cannot issue commands to your units during the attack turn of enemies or other units not under your control. However, you can press X to interrupt, enabling you to examine units and perform similar tasks. Refer to the play guide in the Warren report for more details. Oh. Okay. I see, so the stick is just camera controls.
Who goes there?
Friends of the Resistance, and no friends of yours.
The Resistance?
I expected a warmer welcome than this. They're children.
This winged character, I remember, ends up being one of the most powerful units in the game. At least, it used to be.
Wait, do you even know who we are?
Yep, they totally canceled out everything I was doing.
You're Lancelot, and that makes you my enemy.
Lancelot is my name, true. How is it that you know me?
How could I forget you? The Dark Knights laid torch to this town only a winter past.
The Dark Knights? But we come from the kingdom of New Zenobia to the east.
And Lancelot of the Dark Knights has but one eye. You have two.
One eye, you say? Would that he lacked my name as well. His reputation, it seems, does me no favors.
No marauding knights us, but mercenaries come looking for work.
I am Lancelot Hamilton, a holy knight of Zenobia.
And I am Canopus, the one they name Windcaller. Our aged companion here is...
The Starseer, Warren Oman, at your service.
Mirden Warhorn, a knight of Zenobia, as it please you.
Gildis is my name. There now, no need to be frightened.
I wasn't. I don't... don't know what to say.
Just to give you that tutorial moment of learning how to move your character, I guess?
Forgive us, good knights.
It is decent voice acting, but definitely not the way that I originally envisioned these characters. The portraits are also a much different portrayal than how I imagined them.
Ah, tell us your tale then. We are strangers in this
They're
land,
reasonable
and we are
portrayals,
wrong.
but not what I had in my head.
Vice is my name. It would seem that you are not our enemy.
I am the Sybil Karshua, and this is my brother, Denim.
Oh, they got rid of the original text sound. That's unfortunate. Alright, I have to use the D-pad. Well, just because I actually know how this plays out.
Please. Already forgotten. Though you did give us quite the surprise. Now, do you think we might talk somewhere out of this wretched heat?
We have just the place. It's not much, but it's secret, and it's safe. As it is, we lack swords enough to face the Galgastani. The Bakram share our deficit, a deficit they've remedied by joining forces with Lodis.
So Lodis sent them the Dark Knights Loslorian.
Loslorian is an order under the direct command of High Priest Sardian, ruler of Lodis. They are said to be the greatest of the 16 orders and the High Priest's favorite besides. Yet he uses them not in open battle, but in shadows and secrecy. They are his ears and his dagger. They are as dark as their name.
And these Dark Knights, whatever you call them, are backing the Bakram, eh?
So, why are you come to our isles? Does Zenobia think to claim Valeria as her own? Do Lodis and Zenobia mean to bring their wars to our shores?
Enough, Vice.
Your question deserves an answer. We are Zenobian, after all. Yet we do not serve as knights of Zenobia. We were banished, cast out.
We're outlaws. No place waiting for us back home, eh?
We've come to find work, preferably of the well-paying variety.
I don't trust you, and I don't trust your story. This is our fight.
Vice, please. Lord Knight, you must forgive our passion.
There is nothing to forgive. Tell me, what will you do now?
For one, we have to get Duke Ronway out of Almorica.
Duke Ronway. He is your leader.
Not just us. He leads all the Wallister. The Galgastani hold him captive in their castle. They plan to execute him, if the rumors are to be believed. And we mean to stop them.
A duke? But if his purse matches his title, a little rescue work might be just the thing. How about it, Lancelot?
Look, I'm sorry for not trusting you. It's true that if we're to rescue the Duke, we're going to need help.
Then there's nothing to be gained jabbering on here, eh? To Almorica Castle.
Wait! The castle is well defended. A fight there would mean our deaths. And yours, Lord Knight. And I've seen enough of fighting. Enough of death.
What about you, Denim? Would you have our aid?
Oh, we certainly need the allies.
Without your help, the Duke is as good as dead.
Ah, then it's settled. We will prepare at once.
I don't imagine we have much of a way to pay these fellows, though.
Why do you not heed me, brother? I know how you must feel. But what of my feelings? I don't want to lose you. Our father is dead. A hard truth, but a truth all the same. In all the world, you are the only one bound to me by blood. I couldn't bear to let you die. Forgive me. I know my words will not sway you. Only promise me. Promise you'll never leave your sister.
What's keeping you? Everyone's ready. You can't coddle him forever. He's no little boy anymore.
Do not speak to me of my brother. He does not share your lust for blood.
I have no love for war, but I'd sooner die on my feet than on my knees.
You would die on the backs of others.
You were the one who brought them in here, Kashua.
Because when I find a tool well suited for a job, I use it. At least one of us has the sense to recognize an opportunity.
Is that how you see people? As tools? I'd have expected more of a Sybil.
I only want to see an end of death.
Joined as guests. Move your party to a town, castle, or other point of interest on the world map. Place the cursor in the location you want to move and press A, your party will begin to move. Also place the cursor on the icon representing your party and press A to open the main menu, which contains commands available on the world map. Select the party command and manage your units or equipment, change classes, or select the farm report to see more information about the characters you've encountered in the story. You can use the system menu to save your progress and adjust various game settings. Select data to save your progress, or options change game controls. I don't remember all that much going on the world map in the original. Finishing moves. I don't remember that being a thing. I'm very intrigued by this concept of finishing moves. Strongholds are made up of multiple battlefields, which must be fought back to back. And save your progress before beginning the next battle, however you cannot leave the stronghold until the series of battles is completed. Highly recommended to use separate save slots within a stronghold. Right? No. Okay.
Hey, you're the rebels what been hiding out in Goliath. Here to save your Duke, is it?
There's 2,000 goth on that one's head, boys. Half the purse to him what brings him down.
I feel like that line was completely different.
A narrow stream, scarce one pace across. Easily jump this. Watch. But look before, ne? You can only jump to ground of the same height or lower.
One of the winged, like me, moves with no heed of height or terrain. Even so, rushing in alone without someone to watch your back is asking for an early grave.
Always keep a close watch on the action to see who will move next. Avoid unnecessary actions and keep speed on your side. The distance a unit moves and the actions it takes determine how long it must wait to move again. The order in which units act is called the attack turn. You can sort units by order of attack turn to quickly tell which unit will move next.
When a unit's turn comes round, you can command it to move, act, or use skills. What's more, you can issue these commands in any order you see fit. Think on your choice as well. The command to move can be cancelled at any time. If you find a unit out of range for a planned attack, try moving it to a different location.
Units begin battle with no MP, that being the font of all magical power.
It's very backwards.
Units accumulate MP gradually over time.
Most RPGs?
Powerful magic requires greater amounts of MP, so think ahead before...
Or casting a spell. Sorry, I skipped that on accident. I found an item! I kind of forgot that this game just has stuff littered around the battlefield that you can randomly pick up.
Skills are divided into 4 broad categories: action, support, auto,
Thank you,
and
Luis.
special. Units learn skills as they gain levels, according to their class. That just now was meditate, an auto skill. Auto skills will sometimes take effect before your turn comes around. Use this to your advantage. A conjurer of magics must do more than learn a spell to wield it in battle. You must assign each spell before you enter the fray.
Remember that being a spell in this game.
Assign spells to your units from the party screen. Be sure that you don't forget.
You'll need a class mark in order to change a unit's class. Some class marks can be found for sale in shops, but not all are to be had so easily.
This whole class mark system thing I believe is actually new. There wasn't really class changing in this sense in the original, as I recall. I think they added this to make it a little more Final Fantasy Tactics-like in the re-release, but I'm not 100% sure.
A unit's level doesn't change when they change classes, so if one class isn't working out, a new line of work may be in order. There's no reason to go making things harder on yourself than they already are.
There was some concept of classes, but I think it was a relatively set progression for each character.
To use common consumables, such as Mendleaf in battle, you'll have to prepare before you're on the field. Up to 4 may be ready. Best choose them with your unit's needs in mind.
Take heed of the enemy's element before striking. There are 8 in all. Air, earth, lightning, water, fire, ice, light, and darkness. Each element has its strength. Air against earth and so on. It can be enough to give you the edge you need. Each unit has a level, but so does your party. Your party's level will rise as you lead them to victory in the stages to come.
That, I believe, is also new.
Remember, a unit can't advance beyond the level of the party.
Interesting. That definitely changes the original, make a unit super strong and basically invincible strategy.
You come, bold as you please. A rat can smell a trap, but not all rebels, huh? High time we were rid of your lot.
Support skills are just that, skills that provide some passive benefit to the user. When I move, you'll notice yellow points of light near me on the ground. This is a support skill called Rampart Aura.
Well, remember, D&D rules, talking is a free action. As long as it's during your turn.
Any foes entering the range of the aura will be unable to move further until their next turn. Some support skills hinder the enemy's movement, while others might grant enhanced strength. Consider well your class and lay of the battlefield when choosing which to use.
Oh, I'm just finding a Mendleaf with every move, aren't I? Wait, did he just punch him?
Trap, and we walked right into it.
Trap or no, we fight or we die. I've never let a Galgastani get the better of me, and I don't mean to start today.
Focus, Vice. Our first duty is to save the Duke.
Don't lecture me on duty. Your only duty is to stay alive.
You should not speak to Denham so. He was only trying to help.
So much infighting. I do remember Amazons with spears being one of my favorite units.
Wait, you're no Wallisters. I know a man from Lodis when I see one.
Oh, right, you have to actually stand on the corpse to collect the loot. Ice getting his butt kicked.
Are you alright, Denon? You shouldn't let Vice get to you.
I'm fine, sister. Back to the battle.
So, do I pick up the loot, or do I attack the person? Her HP is pretty low, I can finish her off. I think you only get the EXP if you land the killing blow, but they may have changed that. Yeah, punch that wizard! Wait, he has a bow and an axe? Interesting. I didn't know the enemies could pick up the loot. Does it mean they then drop the loot again if I beat them? This is an interesting carryover from the original, I think, actually. Occasionally the units would actually, like, say their spell incantation or something when they cast it, if I remember correctly. It was just sort of a random event. And I think it meant that you would get a little more power on the spell, but I could never really tell for sure. That's a lot of stuff they dropped. No! Eating up my healer.
Looks like our luck has turned.
Well, apparently I got a spell? 3 Berserker's marks. Experience points are not awarded to individual units, but to the entire party. Each unit which participated in the battle receives a portion of the total when the battle ends. Only units who survive battle receive experience points. Okay.
The way inside is clear.
Definitely a change from the original.
Leave the heavy lifting to us, Denham. Cover our flank, That's all we ask.
That's all for this episode. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, or join me on Twitch or Twitter. Hope to see you next time on Yukikaze Gaming. Matane!